Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today's video is actually going to be kind of a first for a series. So what I really want to be doing, and I know that I mentioned this before and I kind of failed myself by not continuing it, but I want to get back to practicing the basics. I want to get back to really drawing the figure and improving myself that way, because I know in the past when I've drawn the figure studiously, I've been able to really feel myself improve. And I kind of got away from that. I'm not really being as thoughtful with what I'm practicing. And I really want to get back on the path of feeling like I'm really improving and I have a end goal and I'm going somewhere with my art. Because I feel like I've kind of stagnated as far as skill, and I'm not really challenging myself. So to make sure that I'm sticking to this, that I'm making sure that I'm waking up and I'm drawing figures for at least an hour every morning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to film all that footage, and then at the end of the week I'm going to compile it together, take some of my favorite figures, and I'm going to turn that into a video with a similar format to this one. And I'm going to use those videos as kind of a vlog chit-chatty type video where I can talk about different art subjects. I can answer any questions you guys have, things that are on my mind, things that I want to try, and it'll be something that will force me to need to wake up and draw figures, because if I don't draw it, I won't have the footage for this video. So I think that that'll help me to make sure that I'm not letting myself down, because it's a very tangible and specific thing that I have to do, that I have to fulfill. And I think that I tend to do better when it comes to needing to fulfill something if I have something concrete. So if it's homework, having to turn that in, that always helps me get it done. Or if it's the same kind of work, no matter how excited I am, if I don't have that deadline looming, I won't get it done and I won't do it. So I think that this will really help, is having a very specific end goal for the footage that I'm taking for my figure drawing. But we can talk a little bit about figure drawing today, since that's what we're doing. But yeah, I'm extremely excited about this. I know that I barely ever draw, I barely ever draw figure drawing, which is kind of strange for how passionate and excited I am for figure drawing. It just doesn't really make sense, and I'm not really putting myself into drawing more figures. But the thing that I'm most excited about this kind of journey of getting better at drawing people and drawing the body is that I'm going to be able to learn to draw characters better. So I am just really passionate about drawing characters, drawing people that have a story and a life and a personality and emotion. And I kind of haven't really done that. A lot of what I've been doing recently is very one-off illustration. It's just I'm drawing a character that kind of looks cool and then I'm done with it. And a lot of times I don't really feel like they have a story behind them or an emotion or meaning or anything. And I really want to change that, because I feel like I used to at least try more. I tried to have a story that I thought up behind them, or an emotion that they're feeling at that time. So I really want to take myself in that direction. I want to take myself in a way that will help me push my character design. I want to be able to draw meaningful people in my art, and not just kind of blank slate characters that sort of look cool. So this is definitely the first step. The better I understand how to draw the figure, the better I can choose how to portray them. Because right now I feel like I'm fairly limited in how I can draw the figure, because I don't have a lot of experience drawing a lot of different types of characters, and I don't have as much practice in drawing the figure as I want to have. So when I sit down to draw, I kind of have a very specific set of how I portray characters, which means that they're much more limited. They tend to look a lot more similar rather than having very specific differences. So this will really help me to be able to push different characters. And just learning how the body works better, it means that I can show different postures, different body types, different gestures, different facial expressions, to show the emotion and the personality and the character behind who I'm drawing. So this will really help me to be able to create characters that I'm actually excited about, rather than doing stuff that I feel kind of mediocre about. So I know that this will really help me improve, and it'll help me feel a lot more passionate towards the pieces that I'm actually creating. And the references that I used today for this whole session came from sketchdaily.net, I think it is. It's just one of those websites that have a bunch of photographs for figure drawing reference where you can choose how long it shows and what types of models and a few different parameters like that. And they're really, really helpful for when you just want to sit down and draw a bunch of figures. But I've noticed that it's very, very similar for what type of body types you can find on those websites. You really don't find any variation one way or the other. So when I want to really study variation in body types, I have to go seek that out. But that's okay, because I'm actually planning on doing a much more curated Pinterest board where I can put some really high quality figure drawing reference of a lot of different body types that I can study from. And once I get that up and running, I'll give you a link to that in one of my future figure drawing videos. So you guys can look at it and you guys can study it with me. And that's pretty exciting that we can kind of figure draw together and learn together. But that is pretty much it for today. If you have any comments or things that you'd like me to talk about in future figure drawing references, please leave that down in the comments. And yeah, just thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at my next video.